Hey, what's up, guys? My monsters and I are back once again to welcome you to Philomania, the channel where we dive deep into the universe of collectible pocket knives. And today, we've got something special for you. That's right, it's unboxing time. So, check this out. I just got a package in the mail. This bad boy came all the way from the US to Peru, and now it's time to crack it open so you can see it for yourselves. All right, let's do this. Gotta cut through here and a little more over here. Damn, if you guys like this cutter, seriously, you should get one. I'll drop a link in the description so you can find it on Amazon. Trust me, totally worth it. And here it is, a nice little box with Ontario Knife Company written on it. Now, here's a fun fact. While this brand has its roots in the United States, it is made in Taiwan, and they make some seriously solid blades. But hold on, let's not rush. We'll get to that in a second. First, let's talk about what's inside. This right here is a knife I've wanted for ages. Why? Because it's got an incredible price point and absolutely insane quality. No joke, as soon as you hold it in your hand, you immediately understand why collectors and knife enthusiasts rave about it. First impression? Wow! You can feel why this knife is so well loved. It's not just a tool, it's a premium piece that you can carry every day for just about any task. Now, the first thing that really catches my attention is the texture of the handle scales. Man, this is nice. I'm pretty sure they're G10, which is a high-performance composite material. Technically, it's a type of plastic, but when you touch it, it doesn't feel plasticky at all. Instead, it's got this smooth, almost skin-like softness to it, while at the same time having a slightly rough texture that gives you a solid grip. It's not slippery at all, but it's also not harsh on your hands. It's the perfect balance between comfort and control. All right, so here's the deal. I own a ton of knives with G10 handles, and let me tell you, I've seen all kinds of textures. Some of them are crazy rough, almost like grit sandpaper, and while that can be great for grip, it can also tear up your fingers over time. If you're using a knife for long periods, that kind of rough texture can actually become uncomfortable. But this one is different. And honestly, that's the first thing that really caught my attention. It's got just the right amount of texture. Enough to provide a secure grip without feeling like it's grinding into your skin. It's smooth yet grippy, which is honestly the perfect balance for an everyday carry knife. And another thing, the contouring. Just look at the way this handle is shaped. See that? That's quality craftsmanship right there. The edges are beautifully rounded, making it feel super ergonomic in the hand. No sharp corners, no awkward angles, just pure comfort. You can tell this was designed with real use in mind, not just to look cool. Now, the more I hold it, the more I get why people respect this knife so much. It's not just about the brand or the design. It's about the way it feels in your hand. There's something about a well-made knife that just clicks when you hold it, and this one definitely has that effect. And here's the best part, the price. Listen, I usually don't talk about prices on this channel, and there's a reason for that. Prices change all the time, and I don't want to contribute to speculation. But in this case, I gotta make an exception. This beauty cost me less than 50 bucks. Yeah, you heard that right. Less than $50 for a knife of this quality is almost unheard of. If you're looking for an affordable, high-quality folder, this one should definitely be on your radar. All right, enough talk. Let's check out the blade. Boom, look at that. Brand new, straight out of the box. You can even see those tiny beads of oil they put on the blade at the factory to keep it protected. That's how you know this thing is fresh. Now, let's talk locking mechanism. This knife uses a liner lock, which, as you can see, is a thin metal strip that engages to keep the blade securely in place. It's a simple yet highly effective system, and honestly, it's one of my favorite locks because it's strong, reliable, and easy to use one-handed. It snaps open with authority and locks right into place. That's where the liner lock kicks in. Now, for those who might not be familiar, the liner lock is one of the oldest and most trusted locking mechanisms in the knife industry. It's been around forever, and there's a good reason why. It's simple, strong, and reliable. Now, let's talk about the deployment. The way the blade fires open, yeah, I said fires because that's exactly what it feels like, is thanks to these thumb studs or barrel spacers, which we've actually covered in previous videos. They give you a smooth, controlled action, and once you get the feel for it, flipping this knife open is super satisfying. I'll do a deeper dive on the steel later, but for now, let's focus on what really makes this knife stand out. This, my friends, is the Ontario RT Model 1. One of the most legendary, well-loved, and widely used folding knives out there. And why is that? Because it strikes the perfect balance between affordability and high-quality construction. You're getting a tough, hard-used knife without breaking the bank, and that's exactly why so many collectors and outdoor enthusiasts swear by it. Now, here's where things get really interesting. This knife actually has a surprising and deep connection to Peru, my home country. And if you've been following this channel, you know it's also the home of all my monsters. So, how does a knife like this connect to Peru? Well, let me break it down for you. Randall's Adventure Training, the team behind this design, actually got their start in the Peruvian Amazon. That's right. Their journey began in the jungles of Peru, where they ran their first survival courses. That experience laid the foundation for everything they would go on to create, including this very knife. That's a pretty insane connection, right? I love knowing that a knife like this, which is now renowned worldwide, has its roots in a place so closely tied to my own origins. It's just one of those little details that makes this knife even more special to me and, of course, to all of you. A folding knife designed for tough survival tasks, tactical use, and everyday utility. It's built to handle anything you throw at it, and I can't wait to put it to the test. And check this out, the pocket clip is fully adjustable to 4 different positions. You can set it up here, up top, or down below, which means lefties and righties alike can customize it exactly how they like it. Some people prefer having the clip closer to the blade, while others like it near the bottom of the handle. At the end of the day, it's all personal preference. There's no right or wrong way, just whatever feels best for you when pulling it out of your pocket. Now, here's something super interesting about this knife. It has a slightly off-center blade design, which is something you don't see every day. And that's not a flaw, it's intentional. That little detail makes this knife stand out from the crowd and gives it a unique personality compared to other folders. So, what do I mean by off-center blade? Well, if you look closely, you'll notice that the tip of the blade angles upward, almost like it's lifting its head. And right back here, we have what's called a jimping area, designed for your thumb to rest securely, preventing any slipping while you're using the knife. But honestly, it kind of reminds me of a little rat's neck, like the way it tilts its head forward. That's just one of those small design choices that make this knife feel special, and it's why so many people love the Ontario Rat Model 1. But unfortunately, it's not for me. Yeah, I know. I wish it was. But this one is actually for someone really special. Who's getting it? You'll just have to guess. That means I'll get to hold it in my hands for a little while, admire it, appreciate it, and then I'll have to say goodbye. And let me tell you, that's not going to be easy. But hey, who knows? Maybe one day I'll finally get one for myself, the exact same model, my own personal piece. We'll see. But anyway, that's it for today. This was just an unboxing, nothing more, nothing less. Not a full review, just a first look. But I really hope you guys enjoyed checking out this Rarity Model 1 and its crazy cool connection to Peru. Like I mentioned earlier, the designer behind this knife is all about survival gear, and that includes some seriously tough knives. What's even cooler is that he actually used to teach survival courses out in the depths of the Peruvian Amazon. The very same place that, in a way, this channel comes from too. So, if you're into exploring the deep connection between legendary knives and our roots, make sure to stay connected with me and all my monsters, because trust me, we're just getting started. All right, That's all for today. Sending you guys a big kiss, and hey, don't beat yourselves up too much. See ya.